issues of compliance, of enforcement of compliance to lockdown have gradually become a source of concern and a theme of struggle as people are not cooperating fully to ensure that this measure works. For instance, in Life Camp, Gwagwa, Karimu and Dape, residents were reported to have severally harassed the COVID-19 enlightenment and lockdown enforcement teams. Coupled with this, and more worrisome, is the emerging trend of violent crimes and criminality in the face of this novel COVID-19. This is our focus on Call the Police today. Welcome, I am Safia Norma Uche. We'll take a break now. The program returns shortly.
Maintenance of law and order, ensuring security of life and property are the primary responsibilities of the Nigerian police. They operate day and night to ensure that you and I are safe from the stranglehold of hoodlums and social miscreants. This then makes the officers and men of the Nigerian police force your friends. The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern. Contribute your own quota. Report suspicious movement promptly to the police. The FCT Police Command beckons on you to assist in its quest to make the Federal Capital Territory crime-free. The time is now.
It's good to have you join us again. This is Call the Police on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Safia Norma Uchi. All right, let's quickly see a report on the visit of my colleague Ilyasu Noto Yakubu to Life Camp, where residents of communities along the Life Camp, Kado and Karimu axis of the Federal Capital Territory have lamented the level of non-compliance of COVID-19 lockdown and the emerging security challenges in the area as a result of the pandemic.
Driving through the major streets of Life Camp, one will readily notice a significant level of compliance to the lockdown order. The number of vehicles on the road are less and a few pedestrians.
We have seen people, even neighbors, talk to themselves, In the estate where I reside, the association even go as far as educating, enlightening the people on the essence of keeping social distance.
But the story is not the same at places such as Karmo, Dape and Gwagwa amongst other communities along the axis.
The compliance is low. Unlike the area I live, Gwagwa area, the Dape area axis, you see youths have converted the lockdown as a time to gather and play football. And when they are playing football, hugging themselves, the lockdown is not being observed. And in the community, when I was coming out today also, I see some people carrying cartons of beer. It's like having a village meeting, a kind of party thing.
The situation in Kado is worse, and residents told me it's a daily routine. Outside the officially designated days for markets and other activities, here it is business as usual as people go about doing their thing the way they want it without hitches. Also, some others who spoke off camera told me that task force operatives who come around here to enforce the lockdown directive get attacked by some hoodlums in this area. To further confirm the allegation of these hostilities, this shoe seller attacked my cameraman on sighting our crew without any provocation.
Una know wetin dey happen for this country, the whole world now.
Yes, sir. We dey hear them.
And you hear wetin government talk, say make people dey do.
Yes, sir.
But why una come dey out like this?
So we dey hungry, na im make. I come out since morning, we dey waka, dey beg people money.
How did you want those people to stay at home without food, without nothing? Person like me, I can't stay because I want to die. Person like me, I can't stay without salary, without nothing. I can't stay in home. I will die. I prefer to die. Wallahi.
People in the area appealed to security authorities to come to their aid in the face of the emerging trend of security challenges resulting from the COVID-19 lockdown. Ilyasu Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
Thank you, Ilyasu Nutu Yakubu. All right, back to the studio. We have the area commander, Life Camp. He is Assistant Commissioner of Police, Aminu Garba. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning, the presenter, and good morning, viewers.
So, the lockdown directive in the FCT, how will you describe the level of compliance in your area?
Well, generally, I would say the level of compliance is significant, a bit higher, because when you look at the movement of our vehicles along our roads, movement of human beings is very, very, high. There is a very high compliance. Is where we have challenges should be at the suburb. There's areas like Karmu, Gwagwa, and a little part of Mabushi. But other areas like Gwarimpa, Utaku, Life Camp, there is a bit of compliance.
We just saw Ilyasu's report now, and we saw some people in the market, the fish market. How will you describe what we just saw now?
Yeah, when I had the information, actually I had to seek for reinforcement from the headquarters, who came the following day, and as I'm talking, that very day, the market was sealed, and I stationed a team that will ensure that there is compliance in that market.
So are you assuring us now that when next we visit without your knowledge, we will meet the market closed?
Very much, very much. I'm sure you will come back here and testify that the market is sealed.
You talked about areas like Dape, Karimu, and Gwagwa. Why is compliance very low? Is there not enough sensitization there?
Oh, well, there is sensitization, okay, but I think this has to do with the status of the resident there. Majority of them, I think, are low-income earners, okay, who complain of hunger, poverty. They cannot be just sealed in the house or locked down in the house and their houses without, being allowed to go and look for their livelihood. Okay. Most of them they struggle to get their livelihood on a daily basis. Okay. That is why they're a bit aggressive and confrontational. It is only the use of discretion that we are able to contain some of these communities.
All right. Reports also shows that some essential workers and even the tax team personnel have been harassed in these communities. How do you respond to that?
Oh, it's true. It's true. Okay. Even myself, I was a victim. I remember one of these days that
I can see the scar on your hand.
Yes, I was stoned and injured in one of the communities. Okay. And in Gwaga precisely, I met a woman, an elderly woman who is over 60 years, came out in a group. When I was trying to disperse them, she resisted. She resisted. And the utterances she was making, you could be able to...
Aggression.
You could be able to know that, yes, a further attempt to, caution that woman may result to another thing. So what I did was I had to ask someone that I think was her son there, okay, who I talked to him to, try to pacify the situation and ask the elderly woman to please go back home. That is what I did. Because you could see the utterances she was making, in fact, very, very ugly. She was swearing and cursing whoever that has hand in this enforcement order.
Did you educate her on it?
I tried to, but she was not a listening type.
Okay.
Actually, she was not a listening type. But you know, a situation like this, since it is not a crime, you should know how to handle the situation with all diplomacy, you know, with all politeness.
What other challenges do you face when you go out on enforcement every day? Because I believe your men and officers of the command of the area are out there in various places, various areas.
Yeah, the resistance is a normal thing.
Okay.
The resistance from the communities is a normal thing. Where you go, you succeed in.
I think we have a call. Sorry, let me interrupt you a little. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Okay. We lost that call. Okay.
You end up, you know, spending.
Sorry, let me interrupt you. Hello. Good morning. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? Please, please. Okay. Please, when you turn down the volume of your TV set, when you call us, turn down, enable to turn down the volume of your TV set so that we'll have a clear conversation. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. Hello. Okay. When you turn down the volume of your TV set, you'll be able to hear us clearly, and we'll also be able to hear you. So that. Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
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 Who from Lube?
What I said is my name.
Okay. Okay.
Those people, these government people, they are not sharing anything to us. We are dying of hunger in this place, so let me know what to do. So that's the problem we're having. I don't think we have the little to eat. You are already staying indoors.
Okay.
But there's nothing for us to eat right now. So at least just give the advice to the government so that they can find a way and share this food to us.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the best thing we can do.
All right. Thank you
So
for.
we are feeding the people. At least talk to the government, talk to the Mr. President to try a way out.
Okay. Area Commander Lifecam. You can hear one of the problems they have is palliatives.
Palliative.
And they expect it any day. They see the enforcement. Probably that was why they gave you that kind of attitude when you went to the area.
No,
Let's pick another call.
yeah.
Hello? Okay. Okay.
Like I said, actually, it's as a result of you know, the situation they are, or rather the condition they are.
Please, let me pick this call. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Please, may we know your name and your location?
My name is Martin.
Martin, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? I can hear myself. Okay. Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Okay, I can hear you clearly. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. You can hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay, what I want to say concerns the whole Kadu and Karimu and Guagua. There is something I want to say.
Okay.
I am a member of a vigilante group
Okay.
in Nigeria, which is our guys there already. Oga Monta.
Good morning.
Oga, my name is Martin. I'm a member of a vigilante group.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
This Karimu and the Guagua, we need to track all of them down because when we have this problem there, we heard about what we call it, Mabuchi, that somebody have this thing, he have it there. So if Tanzania take this thing attempt to make this village, so the whole Abuja will be rubbish. So let's try to make sure that we keep them, we push them inside their house because there's enough population in that particular area we are talking about. It's not one, it's not two. There's a million of people in that Karimu and this Kado we are talking about.
Thank you
It's not
very
a
much.
laughing matter. We take it serious to make sure that we keep them indoors. Because if anything happens, it's going to be a problem in that kind of area. It's just like Nyanya and what do you call it? All this Nyanya.
Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Mr. Martin, thank you so much. I actually appreciate the complimentary effort you are giving us. You know, this thing has to go with enforcement and education. I'm appealing to you, the community leaders, you know, religious leaders, to assist or rather complement us in sensitizing the communities. These are two options. Is it hunger? Is it your health?
That is important.
You have to choose. You understand? People must know that the danger in this COVID is not easy. It's not a joke. They should know, and the community leaders should continue to sensitize their communities. The policemen that are enforcing this order is not their own making. It's for the sake of everybody, every Nigerian. They should know. They should cooperate with us. They should cooperate with us and have this level of compliance. I must appreciate, even what we are talking now, I can assess the level of compliance in such communities. If I tell you the markets in the market days in Karimu is Tuesdays and Fridays, as these days are outside the free days and they are not operating, we are able to, you know, seal them. They are not operating. You understand? So there is level of compliance, and most of these days you could see the movement. It's not much. It's not much. We are containing. It's just the, you know, if you block here, other, you know, angle will open. The crowding is what we are against. Distancing is the order of the day. Let's people be compliant, please.
And let's maintain social distance.
The man that asked from Lugbe.
Yes. We have it. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead.
My name is Paris. I'm calling from Lugbe.
Okay.
Yes, the issue in Lugbe here, we cannot talk of the issue of what is happening in Lugbe here right now.
Okay. Please.
Hello.
Hello, make your contribution quickly.
Okay, the contribution is that at least, if they are sending police here, at least, or attack us, at least there's something they're supposed to give us so that we can still wait.
Okay, you're still talking about palliatives? All right.
Yeah, because we don't have anything. Truly, we are complying with everything. But the problem we're having right now, we are dying of hunger. So
Okay.
actually, these people should try. You should talk to them so that they will fight for us.
Okay. Thank you.
Like
Thank
I was trying to respond to the man that
okay.
called from Lugwe. And this is an additional
Another
person.
Yes.
Actually, you have to exercise patience. I think the Minister of Abuja, Honorable Minister Mohamed Bello, I think has embarked on this palliative distribution.
Through the Minister of State.
I think the schedule for AMAC, that is Abuja Municipal Area Council, is tomorrow.
Okay.
So you just exercise patience. The assistant is coming to you tomorrow. So try and cooperate with the enforcement agencies.
Yes. All right. That's good to know. Okay. Now, the increase in the use of exemption, fake exemption tax.
Hello?
What's your response to that? Before you answer this question, let me quickly pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Please, your
My name is Kenyan. I'm calling from UK.
Carry-on, right? Carry-on.
Sunday.
Okay. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm still talking about this directive.
Okay.
But Lubele is okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's okay.
All right. Thank you. So let's quickly answer this. How do you do? What's your response to the use of fake exemption tags, the increase in number?
Well, we actually discovered that at the first 2 weeks given, and as I'm talking, that has been curtailed because it's no longer being produced, no longer being, shared out. It is basically on those ones that were exempted from above, that's from the presidency. They will now apply and will be given such a pass or exemption.
Okay, you don't have fake.
No, now I don't think there is any fake exemption circulating.
Okay.
We are taking measures. Some of them that were arrested were taken before the mobile court. And it has been traced to where those fake documents are being produced.
So, now, will you tell us the nature of the crimes you record since the beginning of this lockdown? You know that there are crimes, but
yes.
People minimize the kind of crimes they commit.
Well, the lockdown is of advantage, particularly to my area command. I will tell you that I did not record much.
Okay.
I can say specifically not more than 3 cases I had. One is from Guagua side. There was a transporter was lured in the name of hiring him to come and convey his luggages because he's relocating from Guagua to another place. As he now came, the man entered into uncompleted building, and what the transporter would see was a group of human beings coming to attack him. That's how they went away with his vehicle.
Oh my God. All right.
The other one is shop breaking, which happened in Galadima. As I'm talking, the suspects are in our custody. They have been arrested.
Okay.
Yes. Then the other one is attack on the resident in Guagua side. Beside the 3 crimes, I don't think I've recorded any other crime.
Okay. No. All right. Do you have do mobile courts operate in that area?
Yes.
Okay.
As the mobile court was established all over Abuja, I was opportune to have one sitting at live camp. But my other divisions, who are, whenever there is arrest, they carry to nearby mobile courts. Okay. But I have one, as I'm talking, sitting at live camp.
All right. So what's your last words for the residents on this? We have just a few days to go for the lockdown. What do we have to tell residents?
Well, my own is still appealing to the communities. 3 weeks are gone. It's just remaining few days. Why don't we be patient? Why don't we exercise patience? And be very much in compliance with these enforcement orders. Very few days. You know, non-compliance is what may provoke the government to increase.
Yes. If
there is extension, I think it's to our own disadvantage. But if we are able to comply, certainly, we may be allowed, maybe after the expiration of these 4 weeks. So I'm calling on the communities, let us comply with this enforcement order.
Thank you so much, Area Commander Life Camp, Aminu Garba, for coming on the program.
Thank you so much.
And wishing you safety in the course of your primary assignment.
Amen.
All right.
Thank
and that's
so much.
Our package this week. Remember social distancing, frequent washing of your hands under running water are very effective ways of protecting yourself this period. So stay safe and stay out of trouble. See you next week.